Hello everyone. Today is my 65th birthday, and we walked over at Cyberling Park. It was a lot of fun. If you're driving in the valley on Merriman Road and you come up to this road, which is a very steep hill, it's called Smith Road. It's one of the steepest hills around these parts. Not really the steepest hill. The steepest hill in Akron is called Cadillac Hill, and it's near the downtown area, and it's, last I checked, it was cobblestone. It's almost straight up and down. I don't even know what the grade of it is, but anyway, so we turned left and went up Smith Hill to the Cyberling Park. The entrance to the park is at the top of the hill on the left. There used to be just a regular intersection there with a traffic light, but Ohio now has decided that in many places they're going to put circles similar to the Talmadge Circle, which is a very interesting historical part of town. And inside the Talmadge Circle, it's quite large. There's a historical church in there and some other things. But if you've ever watched the series Washington Spies, it's 4 seasons. It's an excellent show, Washington Spies. It shows all about Talmadge, how he was Washington's spy chief. And it's a really good story, so if you get a chance, you should watch those. But anyway, the town of Talmadge, Ohio, was named after Talmadge. Anyway, so we walked around the park. It's a beautiful park. We saw some of the fall colors, and it was quite pretty, and we made some videos, and we put them on Marco Polo. Anyway, then we came back, and I rode the bike for about an hour and exercised just a little bit. And I thought about these blogs. Dan said that they're now called vlogs. So I looked up vlog, and yes, it's a vlog is a website that you have where you put your journal entries that are video blogs. So perhaps I will keep these on YouTube, or I'll find a vlog website or create my own where I can have my vlogs, my video logs. And what I found is, I know if my father were alive, or my mother were alive, or in-laws were alive, or other people that were significant in our lives, if they were alive, they probably would capitalize on some of the technology we have. So we now have technology where we can make videos for our loved ones that may be so young that they're not acquainted with us yet. And then down the road, they may be able to hear us speak and see what we were like, and then say, oh, that's what Grandpa Dave was like. Or that's what Nana was like. And so I thought that I might make these. Now, I do know back in the day, Papa Bailey had the Super 8 camera. And he took a chronicle of the families and the weddings, and he had it all put on, eventually they had it put on a VCR tape. And that VCR tape, I think, was also put on DVDs. So a lot of the video footage, which is no longer on reel-to-reel tapes, but in the hard drive of the computers or on the cloud or wherever, in the cloud, on the cloud. So these videos can be worked on and made even clearer for the future generations, and also it can show our young ones, like I said, that are too young to be acquainted with us at this moment, what we were like, and then they could say, oh, that's what he was like, or that's what she was like. And so I figured I'd start making these. Plus, I like to talk, because you know, if you watched the last one, that I have been given the name Elder Cedrone. And many times, when I have had literally a captive audience that my wife likes to joke about, I can go on and on and on and lecture quite a bit, and then tell everybody, you know, take notes, I'm going to test you. But anyway, I do like to talk, and I like to talk about different things. I moved around quite a bit in junior high, high school, and college. I went to the same elementary school in Crucible, Pennsylvania, grades 1 through 6. We didn't move anywhere for the first 6 years of my education. Finally, we moved to Ohio for the 7th grade when I was in the 7th grade. And then we also decided to see what it was like when we moved to Sun City, Phoenix, Arizona, because my sister Dee said that it might be good for Mom and Dad's arthritis. So we went there and lived there for about a year in Phoenix, and it was hot, and it was nice. It was pretty. Camelback Mountain and Tempe, and some of those places really pretty. I mean, I liked out west. It was very hot, though. You had to stay in the air conditioning quite a bit. And so, like I said, back then we had junior highs. So I started at the Seal Junior High School, and then we went to a high school, or junior high school in Phoenix, where I went there. And these classes were in individual buildings that were air conditioned, and we had lunch under an awning. I researched and tried. I found out the name of the middle school. I can't remember it at the moment, but anyway, we moved back to Ohio. Then we moved to Pennsylvania, so I went to 3 middle schools. I went to Seal Junior High School. I also went to Roberts the first year in Cuyahoga Falls. Roberts Middle School. It was Roberts Junior High School back then. Then I finished up my 9th grade in Masontown, Pennsylvania, and it was called Masontown Junior High School. And so I went to 3 middle schools. Then, let's see, 9th grade. Oh, actually, it was 2 high schools. I said 3 high schools. There's actually 2 high schools. Oh, no, 3. So I went to the 9th grade was Masontown Junior High School. The 10th grade and 11th grade was Albert Gallatin High School in Fayette County, near Masontown, Pennsylvania. And Albert Gallatin was one of the men who financed the Revolutionary War. So he was considered a patriot. So they named the high school after him, Albert Gallatin. I went there 2 years, grades 10 and 11. I did well in high school. I was a pretty good student. For my senior year of high school, we moved to Cuyahoga Falls, and I graduated in 1974 from Cuyahoga Falls High School. So I went to 3 high schools. I'll talk later about the college, but I also attended 3 colleges too. I went to Brigham Young University, I went to Kent State University, and I went to Akron University. But I'll tell more about those later in a different vlog. Anyway, I guess I'll talk to you about whatever comes to mind. I know from learning how to speak in front of groups that if you're speaking to a group of 200 people, you still speak like you're speaking to one person. You think to yourself, I'm talking to that person, and then everybody says, he's talking to me. The other one's saying, no, he's talking to me. So, I'm talking to you, who happens to be watching this right now, if you've had enough patience, because I know that my lectures can be quite long. But if you do sift through them and have the patience to sit and listen, then you may be able to glean a little bit of nuggets of gold, particles of gold from what I say, but it will take a while because I can be long-winded, and you have to have quite a bit of patience. But you have to have patience with anything that's important. If you study any particular subject, you can become a master at it, but you have to focus your attention, and you have to put in the hours, and you have to learn it the right way. So when you go to school, you learn about different subjects, and by the time we're done with middle school, junior high, high school, we know what our strengths and our weaknesses are because our friends let us know. Some of our friends would have told us our strong points and our weak points. So it's quite insightful, the American education system. Whether it be public or private school, each of those has their challenges, has their advantages and disadvantages. But when any of us get through school, we know what we're good at. Our friends cheered us on. We know what we're weak at. Our friends let us know every day. Anyway, I love each of you. I'll do another blog soon, and I wish each of you well.